Listen closely because this isn't just a story of betrayal. It's about choices you can never undo. Choices that follow you, haunt you, change you. I used to believe that love was enough. For 6 years, I truly believed Ethan and I were one of those rare couples who could weather any storm. We weren't perfect, but we shared the same sense of humor, laughed at the same dumb shows, dreamed about buying a little house by the sea. He knew how to ground me when my anxiety flared. He was my anchor. At least, that's what I told myself. The night I shattered everything began like any other. It was a Friday. Ethan was out of town on a business trip. I hated when he traveled. The apartment always felt too still, too quiet. My best friend, Harper, invited me out to a bar near her place to shake off the loneliness. I told myself I'd have one drink. Just one. Just to kill time. I never imagined that one decision would destroy everything. That's where I met him.
Julian.
He wasn't even my type, too confident, too polished. He wore a smug grin and looked at me like I was the only person in that crowded room. I should have walked away the second he slid onto the bar stool next to me. I should have told him I had a boyfriend. But instead, I laughed at his jokes. I let him buy me a drink. Then another. The drinks blurred the edges of my judgment, but deep down, I still knew exactly what I was doing. When he brushed his fingers against my hand, I didn't pull away. When he leaned in and asked if I wanted to step outside for some air, I went with him. We stood beneath the flickering neon sign of the bar. And in that moment, I felt something I hadn't in a long time. Reckless, free, detached from who I really was. For once, I wasn't the perfect girlfriend. I was just someone else. And then I kissed him. Or maybe he kissed me first. I honestly don't remember. The kiss turned into an Uber ride. The Uber ride led to his apartment. And by morning, I was lying in a stranger's bed, staring blankly at the ceiling. The weight of what I'd done hit me like a freight train. My phone buzzed. It was a message from Ethan. "Good morning, beautiful. I miss you already." I nearly threw up. I left Julian's apartment without a word. No goodbye. No explanation. I told myself it had been a mistake, just one night. A meaningless lapse in judgment. Ethan didn't need to know, right? But it wasn't meaningless. No matter how I tried to bury it, the memory of Julian's hands, his lips, the guilt, it seeped into every corner of my mind. Ethan came home that Sunday. When he kissed me hello, I flinched. He noticed. He always noticed. "What's wrong?" he asked. "Nothing," I said too quickly, with a forced smile. For weeks, I tried to pretend everything was fine. I told myself if I acted normal, if I forced myself to forget, it would eventually fade. But guilt doesn't fade. It festers. It rots you from the inside out. I started snapping at Ethan for no reason. Pulling away. Avoiding his touch. He chalked it up to work stress. And maybe I wanted him to think that, because that truth would destroy him. And I was too scared to lose him. Then it got worse. One night, Harper called. She sounded hesitant. "Hey, I saw you leaving the bar that night.
With that guy.
Are you okay? Does Ethan know?" My heart stopped. If Harper saw, who else did? The wall I had built around my secret was cracking. And I felt like I was suffocating. Later that week, the three of us, me, Ethan, and Harper, had dinner together. Ethan noticed the tension between us. Afterward, while we were cleaning up in the kitchen, he turned to me. "Did something happen?" he asked gently. "Harper's been acting off." I could have told him then. I could have ripped the truth wide open and given him the choice to stay or leave. But I didn't. I shook my head and said, "No, nothing's wrong. You're imagining things." That was the moment I realized I no longer recognized myself. I was lying to the man I loved. Hiding something that was poisoning every part of what we had. I wanted to fix it. But how do you fix something when you're the one who broke it? 2 months after that night, I got a text from Julian. Just seeing his name made me sick. "Thinking about you. Wanna meet again." I deleted the message immediately. But the damage was done. I spiraled. I couldn't stop thinking, what if he showed up? What if he told Ethan? What if the truth came crashing out in the worst possible way? That evening, Ethan found me crying in the shower. He wrapped me in a towel and held me like I was something delicate, something breakable. "Talk to me," he whispered. "Please just talk to me." And I did. The words spilled out like poison. I told him everything. The bar, the kiss, the night at Julian's. I waited for him to scream, to push me away, to hate me. But he didn't. He just stood there, pale, trembling. "Why?" he whispered. "Was I not enough?" There's no good answer to that. No words that can justify betrayal. I tried to explain that it wasn't about him, that it was me, my weakness, my selfishness, my stupid need to feel something different for one fleeting moment. But every word made it worse, made me smaller. That night, Ethan packed a bag. He didn't shout, didn't slam the door. He just looked at me with hollow eyes and said, "I need time to think." That was 6 months ago. We haven't spoken since. I replay that night over and over in my head, trying to understand why I let it happen. 6 years of love, of trust, of memories, destroyed in a single night. And for what? A moment I don't even want to remember, but will never be able to forget. If I could go back, I'd stay home. Ignore the loneliness. Ignore the need for attention. Ignore that text from Harper. But I can't go back. All I can do now is live in the wreckage I created. One moment of weakness can destroy years of love. Do you think someone like me deserves a second chance? Or are some mistakes truly unforgivable?